This is All Things Considered. I'm Robert Siegel.
Up until he left, I would have to say that Robert was the voice of NPR. Who didn't know Robert Siegel?
I used to say Robert set the standard for everybody at NPR and in some ways for journalism. The truth is Robert was the standard and he stood for everything that journalism is supposed to be about.
He taught me that very small things with audio can make a very big difference, can bring the listener in, make the listener feel like he or she is there and they're part of what's going on.
Robert's a really thoughtful listener, and especially in this moment where there is so much news so constantly, Robert has an ability to see what's different and what's important and identify the questions that we should be asking on any given day.
He just had this belly laugh that was sort of singular to him that nobody else could match.
And he's got this puckish, wild sense of humor where you can hear the twinkle in his voice. And sometimes you can hear him barely containing his own hilarity.
The Antonin Scalia bedroom.
It's a National Public Radio broadcast center now.
Who are you?
I'm Robert Siegel, and this is All Things Considered.
We had the pleasure of arranging for permissions for Robert Siegel to be on The Simpsons. That is like the one recollection I have of any legal issue involving him. He tended not to say anything that would get us sued, so.
And so, for the last time, I'm signing off, and thankful to you for being, as we used to say in those hackneyed but truthful fundraising messages, for being the public in public radio.
Robert's devoted his whole life to journalism, to defense of the First Amendment. Having said goodbye to NPR and to his journalism career, I think couldn't be more appropriate to recognize Robert for the work that he's done over decades.
Robert's life has been journalism, so to be honored by your peers is a very important thing.
Robert, for all his accomplishments, is actually incredibly humble.
I also think that Robert would be incredibly shy and modest about receiving this award because he's not someone who walks around tooting his own horn.
He is the hardest working, smartest journalist I think that I have ever known.
I think he's definitely left a strong legacy here at NPR.
And we are a whole generation of journalists today who are doing what we do because of Robert doing what he did for so many years.